Here we presents the top 5 best circular saws. Starting at number 5, Porter Cable PCC 660B. Porter Cable has somehow managed to maintain a long-standing relationship with power tool owners for several years now. With the release of the PCC 660B 20V Max Lithium Bare 6.5-inch circular saw in 2014, the company wanted to reach out to entry-level woodworkers who are just trying to get through the thick of it. It is hard for me to talk about the Porter Cable PCC 660B 20V cordless saw in a positive way, but I am going to try and shove this model down your throat. Nah, I was just kidding. Take this with a grain of salt, but some of the information is vital regardless. Read on, the saw is not perfect. Heck, it's far from perfect. It is just one of those affordable models, which you can use as a learner's tool before actually dipping your toes in the professionals industry. In other words, this bad boy is a great tool for the aspiring craftsman out there in the boonies. That being said, I did have a few good moments with Porter Cable's other models. For example, the PCC 670B series is just north of $60, and it is slightly better than this version. However, as long as there is oak wood and wood planks to cut through, I am not going to complain. Let's take a look at the good, the bad and the truly ugly features of this saw. For more information and price, check out the product links in description. At number 4, Makita 5007 MGA. The Sidewinder circular saw that properly describes the words strong, tough, powerful, lightweight and feature-rich is the Makita 5007 MGA circular saw. From a design perspective, you can quickly tell from the moment you open the case housing the tool that the Makita 5007 MGA is definitely well thought by the engineers before any production was started. A lot can be said about any circular saw when you hold it in your hands for the first time. The way the handle feels, the clearance between the handle and the blade housing are all things to look out for. The Makita 5007 MGA has a very good rubberized handles that allows you to grip the saw firmly with comfort. There's also enough clearance between the saw handle and the blade case, which really makes it easy and comfortable for anyone, no matter the size of your hand, to hold the blade properly without your knuckles rubbing against the blade cover. Halfway of my listed number 3, Dewalt ECS 577B. The Dewalt ECS 577B is a worm drive circular saw, but it's quite different than the ones I've reviewed on this article. Most of the worm drive saws out there are all left-hand circular saws, which makes it difficult for right-hand users to see the cutting line when making a cut. This one, however, is a right-hand worm drive saw, which means the line of sight problem is solved for right-hand users. Apart from that, one more reason why this Dewalt ECS 577B is special is because it's cordless. It's kind of hard to imagine that a powerful beast-like saw like this can run continuously on batteries successfully. However, with Dewalt 60 volts FlexVolts batteries, any tool can run on batteries these days. The DCS 577B runs on Dewalt 60 volts FlexVolts batteries, which you actually have to buy separately from the tool. For more information and price, check out the product links in description. Coming in at number 2, Makita 5477 NB. The Makita 5477 NB hypoid saw is a variation of the popular worm drive circular saw. However, instead of the common worm gearing, Makita fits the 5477 NB with a hypoid gear which increases the contact surface between the gearing, and thus results in the transmission of more torque to the blade. It's the ideal saw for you if you always deal with dimensional and engineered lumber, like plywood, OSB, LVL and the rest. If you're looking for a saw to build a deck, frame a building, roof a building, or even build a hardwood floor that requires you to cut and use engineered lumber, then I'd advise you consider choosing the Makita 5477 NB for the job. There is another important feature in this machine. You do not need to do the maintenance regularly. The tools are attached to the external brushes that are accessible. These brushes are intended to help in the replacement and enhance the life of the tool. The machine will also not be affected easily with the rust and distortion, because this has been made with a gauge base platter. And number 1, Dewalt EWS 535. There are many worm drive circular saws out there, but the Dewalt EWS 535B is definitely one of the best. Like I said, if you're a framer, or you work with really hard dense lumber, you're going to love it too, because it's got the power to cut through some really tough lumber with precision. It comes with a rafter hook or hanger, so you can hang it close to you on the job. If you only engage in simple DIY project at home, a worm drive circular saw might not be the best fit for you, because you can use a simple cheaper sidewinder style saw instead. But you can still get one of these, it's what you prefer. In terms of weight, it's a little bit on the heavy side as compared to the other ones reviewed in this article. I have included these product link in the description. You can check out this link for more information and latest price. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button, share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe.